says I'm live, but don't know. All right. So apparently I'm live. I don't know if I am, but apparently I'm live. I'm doing something, Peter. All right. For those of you out there in viewer land there is no one. I'm going to wait a minute, see if anybody pops on this. If they're like, hey, what's going on right now? Well, I've got it. That's right. OMG 2022. Is it 2022? It is. I forget. I'm not seeing anybody yet, but we've already wasted 1 minute and 25 seconds of everybody's time. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you do not need to adjust your computer screen because it is real. I am doing a podcast. Why? Because we are going to have a draft this weekend, and it's time to wake you people up. So I've got a special guest that I need to go ahead and call his ass up because it is time. Where is it at? There it is. I only wish, you know what? This is bad TV, but let me teabag the computer real quick. Boom! No, it worked. All right. Hold on, I'm going to turn the fan off, everybody. Sorry about the fan. There's always a fan problem. That's the light. Oh, it's working. Can you turn that off or you need me to do it? All right. Coming back. Terrible computer. Oh, goodness. All right. Hello, everybody. Apparently, we're live and in color, and we're being stupid with 4 minutes of our time. And no, this will not be edited. You will waste 4 minutes of your life. We've got a special guest speaker on. Shit. Wanted to see if we could pick up Shane. Ugh.
Hello?
Hello,
What's going on?
Shane.
What's happening?
How's it going?
It's going.
We're live.
Oh, we're live. Awesome.
Yeah. The only problem is I don't really know if I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Ray can't tell me if she can hear me on the live stream because she's busy with her hands. And no, it's not what you think.
I got you.
She doesn't need one hand. She doesn't even need a hand. It's like tweezers. I don't know if you know that. There's a pussy behind you.
I see him.
Han, get down. Aiden, come and get this cat. And then bring me your mom's phone. Anyways, real quick, how's it going there, Shane?
It's going.
Yeah,
It's been a long
from-
day, but it's going.
Yeah, from what? Just the other night?
Yeah, I hadn't seen you in a couple hours.
No, it's been a minute. Dude, put the cat down, bring me the phone. It's a simple process. I didn't ask you to make out with him. Picks him up, starts cuddling him, telling him he's the best looking kitty in the world. I ain't say do all that. He didn't need to hear all that. All right, Shane, uno momento, por favor. This has been going on for 5 minutes now. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, this whole live thing is getting off to a slow start, ain't it?
Yeah. Tell me something good.
All right. Hello, everybody. Apparently we're... Aiden.
Hold on.
Not what you think. I got you.
Oh, we can hear you just fine.
She doesn't even know. All right.
All right.
Like tweezers. I don't know if you know that.
All right, here we go. So, Shane, how you doing? Welcome in to it's obviously a podcast. Oh, now you can use your phone. Now you can have freedom with your hands. Appreciate that. 6.5 minutes of anybody's life.
All of a sudden, she has nothing else to do.
Yeah, right? Shane, welcome into the first episode of It's Obviously a Podcast. We're going to go ahead and throw this out there that it's obviously fucked. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say that it's kind of like the beginning of the 2022 baseball season. It was fucked. But we're off and running now at 7 minutes. Let's go. Boom.
We always get there. It might take us some time, but we always get there.
A little bit of time, but we got there. This episode, by the way, is brought to you by Yingling Flight. Catch a flight with me, Yingling. All right, good talk. So real quick, recapping, a lot of stuff happened last year. The preseason champ became the season champ, and that was Aircroft.
Finally, I know he's been waiting a long time for that one.
I don't even think he signed the damn thing yet.
No, he's got a lot of names above him, you know. I mean, I think he thought he was going to get there a little sooner than he got there.
Yep. I don't know if you're aware, but the trophy was slightly modified a little bit at the request of one Christopher Walker. So the baseball bat is now centered in the middle of the diamond. So we'll see how long that holds up.
10. Or would you do glue it?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
It should work.
And there's also a consolation prize floating around there. I don't know if anybody saw those pictures. Anyone?
I did.
Good. So we've got 2 prizes now for 10 people. All right. It's good shit.
Well, what do you want? Everybody to get a trophy?
I want a participation trophy. I ended 6th place. So,
oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
All right. I'm coming for that number 1 spot. Speaking of number 1 spot, can you give everyone one recap? I pulled it up if you don't have it. A recap of the draft order, please.
Go with it because I don't have it written down.
All righty then. I'm glad I came prepared. Uno momento, por favor. That's Spanish for hold the fuck on. Number 1 is your fearless leader. I'm starting to wonder if this was intentional. Shane. Followed by number 2.
Last year.
Huh?
I don't want to hear it. I was 10th last year. I don't want to hear it.
What did you place in the playoffs? Like at the end of the season? 5th, right?
5th, I think.
Yeah.
I think I was.
That's all right. Shane with the number 1 pick. He's going with, drum roll, please, Aroldis Chapman. Moving on. Number 2, Jason. Number 3, Josh. Number 4, Walker. Number 5, Reader. Number 6, Nick. Number 7, Ray. Number 8, welcome back, Scott. And number 9, Eric, followed by yours truly, me, at number 10.
Welcome back,
Nick
Not really a
Gicoletto.
welcome back, Scott. It's just a welcome. He's never played, so this is his first year.
Wait, what?
This is Scott. This will be Scott's first year. He's never played fantasy baseball before. Played fantasy football a lot.
Wait,
He's never played fantasy baseball with us.
Scott, your brother?
Yeah, that was Sean that played with us a few years.
Sean Shane Scott Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah, so Scott's been asking me to get in. Last year, obviously, we filled up. This year, we had a spot. So as soon as I call him, he's the first person to say yes. And he will probably be pretty involved in everything. And I think he's going to participate a lot. So he'll be there. He'll be available to everybody for trades and anything else you might want to talk shit about.
All right. Well, I apologize, Sir Scott. I confused you with Sean. I apologize. And then there's your other brother, Shannon.
Correct. And then there's also Steve.
Steve!
Yeah.
Stuck with all the S's. I don't think I realized that.
5 boys, all S's.
5 boys, all S's. So S for satisfactory. That's what I remember an S standing for. So good job,
right.
Miss Georgia. And what was your dad's name again?
Paul.
There we go. Georgia and Paul. Moving on. So that's the lineup. So Scott, this is his first year. Welcome back, Nick. But Nick was here last year. Nick did a good job. Nick was good competition last year. I think that boy was like, what, top 3?
I think he was. It wasn't a good start for him, but he came on. He came on there. He was right up at the top.
Yeah. I can't afford the shipping and handling to send the trophy to Nick, so we got to keep it in state.
Yeah, we'll have to keep that in state. He'll have to get a picture or something of it.
Yeah. I don't know a good shipping company that could get it up there safely.
Better yet, he's not going to win it anyway, so we don't have to worry about it.
Ha! Nick, he's talking shit.
Shots fired already.
Shots fired. So, moving on. That's the thing. Can you give us one more time the draft date and time? I already know it, but who?
April 2nd, 5 p.m. Eastern. That's this coming Saturday.
Eastern for all you Westerners.
Yeah, we only have one. I don't know. I think he's on Central Time, but he's aware that it's an Eastern Time slot, so
Good.
He'll be ready.
Good. Let's go. So we'll be ready to fire off. All right. So Shane, before we get into the new league rules, I wanted to talk to you just a little bit bullshitting about, I don't know, what's your thoughts on the draft this year? What are you thinking? What are you looking at?
I mean, I don't know that I've ever been this undecided on who I was going to draft. It's kind of crazy this year looking at some of the rankings around the league and guys that everybody kind of have been a staple for us. You know, Mike Trout's like probably not even in the top 10 right now. Aaron Judge isn't in the top 10 right now. There's a lot of guys that we're used to name recognition that we're used to seeing, you know, go real high in the draft that are not even, well, they should probably be an option for most people in the first round.
Right.
So I think we'll see some names going farther into rounds that we normally wouldn't see.
Right.
But it'll be interesting. Your injury risk guys out there, your Acuñas, and, you know, Trey Turner's had a few of his own. He's right there at the first. DeGrom, I think he's probably climbing up in people's rankings, seeing what he's doing in preseason right now. So who knows? I don't even know what I'm going to do yet. I might just go grab, you know, Garrett Cole or Jacob DeGrom at first and let you guys fight over the batters.
All right. Sounds good.
Somebody's going to have to keep Chris Walker from getting all these damn pitchers.
Yep.
Somebody. Because he'll be sitting there waiting at 4 for somebody. So
I can't stop him. I mean, I get one, and then I don't get to pick again until a long time. It's a long time before it comes back.
Yep. There's something to be said and fitting in the middle. So, but we only play in a 10-team league, so I don't know, man. The pool of batters, it feels like they're more plentiful than the pitchers.
Agreed.
And then
I think, you know, I mean, Walker kind of does that every year. He kind of shows you that there's some ragtag guys out there that can get it done for you and get you stats every week. And then you ride his 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 starting pitchers that, you know, are really good, and then field 4 or 5 guys that pitch a whole bunch of innings in the middle. Get their innings and get their Ks, and, you know, that's kind of his game. But if everybody helps out just a little bit, if everybody just grabs one pitcher before he can get to him, he's going to be in trouble. He's going to have to rethink his strategy a little bit.
Well, let's move back into the fantasy aspect of this. We got some new rules. Can you help them break them down, especially for me because I wasn't paying attention?
We didn't change a lot. This year, moves. It's always the same conversation every year, what we're going to do with moves. This year, I think it's decided 3 moves per week per team. For the first, it's almost half of the season. I think it actually comes up a little bit after All-Star break, the way the season lays out. You are going to get 3 moves a week. Use them however you want. If it's 3 pitchers coming in on Saturday night, then it's 3 pitchers coming in on Saturday night. Don't see that really probably being a problem because most of us like to have our moves to move our rosters around a little bit, but that's how it's going to be as far as use your moves any way you want to. You get 3 a week. At mid-season, that's going to drop down to 2 moves per week. So there is no total number. So it's not like 60 for the year. You can only use 3 a week for the first half. 2. That's not how it is. It is 3 per week for half of the season, 2 per week for the second half of the season. And then something different we're doing this year, playoffs. You get 1 move for the week in the playoffs. That's kind of different for us. The other moves, which Walker and I did not discuss, it's probably something that needs to be in stone and ironed out. My interpretation is you're going to get 1 move. Injury or not, no matter what it is, you get 1 move. And what that's going to do is it's going to stop some of this, well, this guy's injured now. It's the playoffs. Can I replace him? Well, is his injury season ending? Well, I don't know. They said it might be. And then 2 days later, after that guy's dropped, he's back in the rotation or he's back in the lineup and he's hitting like you've never missed a day. So I think to kind of combat that a little bit and take some of the confusion out of who's eligible to be replaced in the playoffs and who's not, you're going to get 1 move a week in the playoffs. If you get 2 injuries, sorry about your luck. Everybody's taking that same chance going into the playoffs. Could happen to anybody. All I can recommend is have a bench, an even bench of batters and an even bench of pitchers going into the playoffs, and make sure that you're trying to carry the healthiest people you can into the playoffs because you're only going to get 1 move a week in the playoffs to replace somebody.
1 move a week. So potentially only 3 moves in the playoffs.
Correct. 1 a week for potentially 3 weeks if you're in it that long.
Got it.
What else did we change? Just sitting here trying to, because we kind of fast and furious went through some things there on what we were going to change and what we weren't. We did extend the season. Last year, everybody played each other twice, and then we went right into the playoffs. This year, you will repeat 2 teams, I believe. It was 2 or 3. At the end of the season, you will play 2 teams that you've already played twice. Everybody will. Random as to what teams you're playing. Yahoo generated that schedule. Chris and I are not involved in making that schedule. It's randomly generated. I think competition's pretty even right now anyway, so at the end of the season, it is what it is. You play who you play. But that gives us a longer season, allows us to enjoy baseball, fantasy baseball especially, a little bit longer, and keeps everybody interested. You never know. Those last 2 or 3 weeks could make a difference in somebody's season.
Him, not you.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Harley's in there making noises like he's having an aneurysm or something. I don't know.
What else did we change? Trades. We will not be enforcing trades. If you have somebody that you want to trade and that person over there has somebody that you want, there's a caveat to this. If it is a ridiculous trade, okay, something will have to be done about it. But it has to be what people would consider to be collusion. Okay? And I don't think anybody in this league will do that. I don't think anybody in this league is going to play or dump at the end of the season. I don't think anybody in this league is going to collude together to make one team better and try to push them to the playoffs. We're getting away from some of the restrictions that we've had in the past, trying to control people and how they can set their rosters and control their rosters.
Thank you.
We're all grown adults. Let's act like grown adults. Make your trades. Now, Walker brought it up in chat. Well, what if Ray says she wants to trade, and I'm just using examples. What if Ray says she wants to trade Jacob deGrom, and I say, hey, give me a shot at it prior to you trading him, and she says, nope, I want to make the move, I'm going to trade for this person. That's totally up to Ray. Because, as I explained it to Chris, that person that she's trying to trade with may have that one guy that she wants. Regardless of whether we all think it's the smartest move or if we think it's the most valuable move or whatever, it's none of our fucking business. It's her team. She can trade for whoever she wants to trade for. Vice versa. It goes for everybody in the league. Make the trades you want to make with the people that you want to make them with, and everybody will be happy. Now, if there comes a time when it looks like somebody is doing a dump, Chris and I are going to have to get together, and we're probably going to have to put some kind of a league vote together and say, does this look like what everybody's thinking it is? And if that's what it is, as far as I'm concerned, somebody needs to be tossed out of the league if it gets to that point. So I don't think it's ever going to get to that point. I don't, with the group of people that we have, I don't ever think that's going to be a problem. And if it ever got to the problem where it was so bad and it was so obvious, somebody just doesn't need to be playing the game. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Okay.
All right.
And like I said, I don't suspect that's ever going to be a problem for us. We've been playing together a long time, and I don't think that's ever going to be an issue
Except
for
Scott.
anybody in this league.
Except you, Scott. You're not playing shit.
What else did you change? Is there anything else out there that was floated around rule change-wise that you can think of that you want to talk about?
Fuck if I know, but I just want to point out that your dialogue sounds like plumber talk, floating around, shitting in the league, flushing down the toilet. I don't know. It sounds like you're a plumber.
Can't help it, man. I live in ditches running pipes.
Hey, man, I'm just here to deliver a podcast on time, every time, no matter the weather, rain, sleet, or snow. Wait, what are we talking about?
I will say this, okay? Because it happened last season, I'm going to say it. If anybody, and I mean anybody, player dumps an entire team into the waivers, they're fair game.
Oh, yeah. You don't get to throw a hissy fit and then get your shit back.
Wait, who are we talking about? Did I do that?
So Casey, don't do that again.
I did do that.
That was a complete and total pain in my ass trying to correct that.
Another plumber talk.
You were out of moves. So I had to manually change all that shit to put all those people back on your friggin' team.
That's right.
So don't do that anymore.
Don't piss me off, people.
Don't act like a child.
Don't talk about my mama. I got a list of rules. This man, and then we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other new rules?
That one, but I think you're the only one who's ever done it. So let's not do that anymore.
I don't care. I came to win.
So I think that's it. I mean, we are, all the talk of streaming, and I know it's been this gray area since I joined the league. It was kind of frowned upon, but it wasn't really illegal. And some people did it, other people didn't do it. Some people took it to the extreme, and some people do not like it. Point blank, do not like it. But without completely just enforcing a whole bunch of rules that I think the league is kind of like, we don't want them. I think everybody was speaking out last year, and I think there was a lot of people that just wanted to be able to do with their team what they wanted to do, and that was that. And that's kind of the way that we're going, right? We're giving everybody a little bit more freedom to do what they want to do with their team. You can only stream on somebody so bad. You save all three of your moves until Saturday, and you run 3 moves through. Well, I guess you just did what you did. It is what it is. But I mean, it did happen a few times last year. Walker did it. I know I did it towards the end of the season after Walker did it. once Walker acted like it was okay, I went ahead and did it too. Not to the extent that he did, but I did it.
Right.
I know it's I know some people don't like it. I just don't know how we stop it. I don't know how to stop it without enforcing a bunch of new rules that everybody's going to have flashback about. I don't see how we can stop it. So I think this is a good way to say, hey, you got 3 moves, use them any way you want, and everybody's on a level playing field. And everybody can say, hey, you can stream on me, I can stream on you too. I'm going to sit on my moves until Saturday, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I think most of us have seen that streaming, you're not going to get a lot, right? Could you steal a win? Maybe. Could you steal a save or a hold? Maybe. Could you get some Ks? Possibly. But if you're down a dozen Ks and you stream through 2 shit stick pitchers off the waivers, chances are you're not making up a dozen Ks in 2 outings. So, yeah, it's there for the taking. Anybody wants to do it, they can do it.
All right. I like it.
I don't know what else.
I like it until I don't like it.
You like it until it gets used against you, and you'll be mad.
Fuck!
Hey, that's just kind of how these rules go. But I think there's just been a lot of confusion with rules the last few seasons. He's a top 25 player by Yahoo, which is Yahoo's can't cut list is what we were using. There was players, obviously, that were getting traded that obviously were top 25 players, but they weren't necessarily on the list at that time. And then there was players that you're kind of like, why is that dude even top 25? Well, he's ranking top 25 right now, so you can't trade him.
Right.
Without advertising him. And at the end of the day, last year, that didn't change a lot. People just waited the 24 hours and then made the move they wanted to make anyway.
Right.
So you're not really combating anything by holding people up.
Yep.
I don't think.
All right. Anything else we need to know?
Not that I can think of.
All right.
I think we covered everything.
So, what do you think about some of these new moves made in the baseball world? Freeman to the Dodgers, and I just read, what was it, today? Pujols is coming back home.
Yeah, 1-year deal. He's probably going to
retire,
DH, I guess.
Yeah.
With the universal DH thing, he'll probably, and he may hit a couple. Who knows? He's just, I don't know. He's probably past his time, but hey, if he can hit a home run here or there, I guess they'll use him for something.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do you think your Braves look like now? I mean, with Freeman gone and a few other people being moved around, are you happy with the way things are, or you feel like they went the wrong direction, or what?
I don't know, man. I'm a wait and see. Dude, it really sucks, honestly. Mainly because Ray just bought me a Freddie Freeman jersey, and now it's kind of bullshit to even wear it. So there's that. But I mean, I'm gonna wear it. But I mean, it's kind of like walking around a football stadium and see Jalen Ramsey jerseys. No, fuck that guy. So
shit, if you go to a Jaguars game, you still see freaking who the hell was their damn first quarterback there, Brunell.
Oh yeah,
you still see Brunell.
Well, now he didn't leave on like terms like this. I mean, that's different. He was.
I think baseball's tough, right? We're all kind of used to seeing guys that he might make a career there.
Yeah,
he may be there his whole career, but I think we're kind of starting to see that's going to change, right? I mean, yeah. I think I kind of saw Max Scherzer staying with the Nationals forever too, and that shit didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I think those ships have sailed. Those guys that lock into contracts and stay for the greater good of the team, let's say, sacrifice a little bit of money and, stay where I'm at. I think those days are over.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what Olsen's going to bring. He doesn't really provide the batting average, but he provides the pop. But, I mean, Freddie had a slow start last year. I thought he didn't really do much in the postseason, but I think he had like 5 home runs and like 7 RBI. So that's pretty contributing. But I would have liked to have seen him keep Jorge. And I'm always one to say, man, you need to add another arm to the rotation. I don't think Soroka is even going to play this season. Hell, I don't know, man. He might be done because I know that's shitty to say, but he's had 2 really big injuries, and you can't pitch. And like, I don't know, man. We'll see what. But they got a nice. They've always had a nice prospects and a lot of good arms. So, if that right kid turns out to be what he's going to be, Ian Anderson, Max Fried, good compliments. But man, when you start to look at what the Mets did and what the Dodgers lineup is, I mean, people are saying, look at the Dodgers lineup. All right, but we beat them and they didn't have Freddie. All right. So they didn't have Freddie, but they had Corey Seager, Trey Turner, Justin Turner, Cody Bellinger, Mookie Betts, and they're like, yeah, but like Cody was injured and Mookie was injured. Okay. Still, I mean, their pitching staff is aging. Tony Gonsolin was he was on my fantasy baseball team last year, and he didn't help me out hardly any. So let's see if he gets better. Clayton Kershaw is a dinosaur. This is probably his last season. I don't know. I don't know what to think, man. I just know that
their closer's gone.
Yeah. He's like, it was a dream to come. He always, I think he's from Atlanta. Kenley is. So he's always wanted to play. But I mean, honestly, dude, every time I seen Kenley getting on the mound, I felt like he was giving up a home run. So I don't know. Or just, not striking people out like the Kenley Jansen of old. But right. I mean, it's all complimentary. If you can compliment the bullpen that showed up in the postseason, where that bullpen came from, if Ray had a nickel for every time I said last season that it's the fucking bullpen that's going to blow this team, because every time, like, dude, Luke Jackson stepping on the mound, well, you can go ahead and chalk up his ERA to be 108 for the day, because that motherfucker couldn't find a strike zone if he was in a boat and it was right there in the water. Like, oh, where it is.
That's kind of what was the most shocking thing about the Braves.
Yeah.
They were kind of like, who the hell is their pitching staff and who is their relievers and how are they ever going to compete? Well, they showed everybody.
Yeah, Tyler Matzik was like a bartender like 2 or 3 years ago. Just showed up.
Kurt Warner story, Go from bagging groceries to winning a damn Super Bowl.
Yeah, who knew? So
who knew?
It'll be interesting, man. I highly doubt that. When's the last team to repeat back-to-back World Series? Never. Fucking Yankees, like a long time ago.
Maybe the Cardinals back, 8 years ago. I really don't know.
Yeah, but baseball is what it is, man. It writes its own story. And hell, last year, mid-season, the Braves were being written off by everybody. The Braves aren't going to win shit. They suck. And then all of a sudden, we rose like cream, and
that's the thing with having 162 fucking game season.
That's right.
It's anything can happen. Nothing's over midway through the season.
It is a marathon, not a sprint, sir. So
that is 1,000% sure.
So we shall see, indeed. We could get into other moves like Correa and Bryant, whoever else went other places. You mentioned Kenley.
But like, do they make anybody? Do those moves like Bryant? Is he going to make the Rockies that much better? No.
Yeah, I mean, you add Bryant, but you get rid of Story. But there's Ryan McCann, who seems to be primed and ready. So we shall see.
I mean, they're a young team,
right?
They're a young team now. I mean, they got rid of Arenado's gone, Story's gone. I mean, there's people leaving that place, but I don't know. I don't know why Chris Bryant would want to go there at this point in his career. And
Mucho dinero.
Maybe they were looking for that veteran guy to kind of come in there. And
they were looking to sell tickets.
Yeah, you're right. Because you get rid of Story and Arenado, who's selling tickets?
Yeah, who's coming to watch your pitching staff blow up every night?
Well, they traded that. What the heck was his name? John Gray.
Yeah.
Guy who was pretty good for them, even at home last year. He was pretty good for them.
Mm-hmm.
They traded him. I think he's playing in Texas or something now.
Yeah, Texas went and they spent a lot of money, man. They beefed up their staff for sure. So we'll wrap this up. I see the fam eating the dinner, but I'm going to leave you with one question, and it's a current event, and I want your take on it. Was it real or was it staged? Your thoughts?
It's hard to tell, man. I thought it was real. I think everybody is just so shocked at what happened.
Right.
That they see in slow motion Chris Rock is flinching. Well, when you see a dude rear back, you're going to flinch, right?
Right.
So, yeah, he flinched and he braced for impact. I mean, I think it was right now. I mean, I'm thinking it was real. I also think it was total bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think if anybody outside of Will Smith or anybody sitting in that room who was rich and famous had done that on live TV, that their asses would have been in jail this morning thinking about it.
Yeah, for real, right?
But apparently Chris Rock was approached by the police and he has denied, pressing charges.
By the way, in the state of Florida, it doesn't matter if you want to press charges or not. You did it. You're going to jail, bro. I've got fucking video evidence of you doing it. You're going.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're doing out in California. I don't need you to press charges. I seen you do it. There's evidence of it. Hello.
I understand that she has alopecia or whatever it is, which is like pattern hair loss.
Sure.
Bald people get made fun of on the regular, right?
Hell, he could have went in another direction.
Yeah, and she's not, and that's why if you look at Chris Rock after the fact, after Will Smith leaves and does the keep my wife's name out your mouth and all that, Chris Rock says, "Man, I could have," and he holds back, right?
Yep,
like,
I could go in. I could keep going if you want me to, but
yeah, he had a whole monologue ready to go.
Oh yeah,
but he decided to take the high road or maybe not get his ass kicked the rest of the way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of think it was real, and I kind of think Will Smith handled it like a bitch. And it is what it is.
He was laughing at it at first. It's a little confusing. I think it's not until he got the Jada Pinkett Smith look at him like, "Excuse, you gonna do something?" Oh yeah, I probably need to get off my ass.
He was laughing in the beginning, laugh, and he looks over at her, and she had the scowl on her face, and then he got up and did something. But to think that the expectation that your husband or significant other is going to do that on national TV, I think is probably a little too great for most people.
Yeah.
And I don't know that Will Smith will. He hasn't come out and apologized that I've seen to anybody.
No.
So he obviously feels like he was justified, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It's just my opinion. She shaved her head because she has patterning baldness.
Apparently,
so she chose to shave her head.
Apparently, he apologized when he accepted his award, but he did not apologize to Chris Rock.
He did not apologize to Chris Rock. Correct.
That's where the apology is directed.
Right. So, I don't know. People need to have thicker skin than that. And if most of us got up and slapped the shit out of somebody on TV like that, we'd all be a fucking chick. So I don't feel bad for him.
Yeah. Well, that was a good conversation. I appreciate you jumping in here, and I do apologize for all the listeners out there that are still at 0, by the way, that we wasted the first 7 minutes of your time and that I teabagged the computer screen twice.
And nobody cares. Nobody cares. They'll go back and watch it recorded, maybe.
There you go. Well, sir, I'm going to delete this entire thing and call you later so we can redo it. Nope, kidding. I'm going to post it to the league and call this an evening. And unless anything drastic changes, we shall see your cracker ass on Saturday at 5 p.m.
I will see you Saturday at 5 p.m.
I will see you there, or I will see you another time.
That's right.
That's right. All right, sir. You have yourself a blessed evening, and try not to go slapping any hoes, okay?
And tenfold. I'll try not to.
All right.
All right, man. Y'all be good. We'll see you.
Yes, sir.
All right, bye.
Bye. That was 40 minutes. 40 minutes and 5 seconds. Oh, wait. Got to hit end twice.